Can you guys believe it that we are nearing the end of January? Like literally, today we finished week 4. It's the last day of week 4, Sunday. Time is going way too quick, man, and that's a sheesh moment. But you know what else was a sheesh moment? Week 4 of Tesla news. Man, there was a lot of stuff that happened this week, and I don't want to waste any more time. So do me a favor, guys, smash that like button. Can we please get 550 likes? The last week video, the Sunday that I do, the week 3, that got over 500 likes. So can we get 550 likes on this one? That will mean a lot to me. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys, and I hope you guys will enjoy the content that I make. I really love making these types of videos for you guys, so I hope it's value to you. And let's get 550 likes, man. Let's do it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Week 4 of Tesla. Let's go! First things first, Tesla insurance number 11,700 for the past week, which is a 34% quarter over quarter, which is really good. We always want to go based on the previous quarter with these numbers because usually the previous quarter is a record. So this is really good number. The second highlight of this week has to be the release of version 12 to some customers, and the response and feedback seems to be phenomenal. If you guys know Holmar's catalog on X or even on YouTube, he posts all these types of videos of the car driving, and it seems to be very, very smooth. And the cool thing about this thing is that there's no more codes anymore. It's all neural nets, which is like the AI sees and makes decisions based on what it sees. There's no more code saying that you have to follow this rule or that rule. It's all based on like a brain, an AI brain, if that's the best way I can say it, which is just absolutely a crazy moment, or maybe even a sheesh moment, because if you're teaching a brain to do that, eventually this thing is gonna get better than human driving. I mean, it already is, but then give it more data, give it more time, give it more training. I think we will be entering an age, I think at least within the next 5 years, maybe even sooner, within 3 years, that full self-driving is going to be a thing and the car is going to be driving all by itself. I did discuss this with Amit recently. You guys can check the video here. It was on his channel. It was an awesome time. Man, Amit is an awesome interviewer. He is an awesome guy to speak with. And the way he talks, man, the way he talks is so professional. So I got to give a big shout out to him. Check out that video too, and make sure you guys do subscribe to him. He's a really, really awesome guy to follow. But version 12, according to Elon Musk, to all 400,000 North American customers is going to happen within a few weeks. So that is a crazy moment. Now, I haven't made my full opinion on this version 12 yet. I do want to see it in other parts of the country first, because I know in San Francisco and in the west part of it, where there's a lot of FSD data and interaction, a lot of buzz there with FSD, I know there it does a better job than for say other parts of the United States. So let's see if this neural net is going to do really well in other parts of the United States, and if it does, boy oh boy, are we getting very close to this full self-driving thing. It's going to be flipping awesome. But this was the second biggest highlight. The first highlight, we gotta wait for that because there's some other news in between. Tesla to invest $500 million to install a Dojo supercomputer in Buffalo. The purpose of this is to process millions of terabytes of data from its EVs to improve safety and engineering for FSD. Again, supporting the version 12. And personally, someone like me who doesn't really understand Dojo and doesn't have this in the valuation, this seems to be very bullish, mainly for FSD. So that was interesting news. Tesla is going to enter Chile, the first South American location. This is awesome, and I do expect them to slowly move into the other countries in the South America, like Argentina, maybe Bolivia, eventually Brazil, and all those other countries there in South America, because that's an untapped market for Tesla. That's going to be a good place for them to grow. Tesla releases their second generation of the MEGAPACK, which has 10 cabinets versus 8, so I guess there's more storage now. And talking about MEGAPACKs, check out these 326 megapacks, 500 million worth spotted in Lathrop, about to be exported. So that is a sheesh moment. Now we're going to the highlighted news of the week, and that has to be obviously Q4 earnings. Now by now we all know that Tesla missed on pretty much everything except for maybe EPS gap, because they had a tax benefit here. But the total earnings report wasn't really that bad. But nonetheless, the earnings call was terrible compared to the analysts. They didn't get what they wanted. And now the stock is down like 15%, almost 20%. Well, maybe not 20%, but it's down, a lot since then. And I already have my full thoughts in this video over here. The good, the bad, and the ugly bombshells that Elon Musk dropped, and as well as what the earnings report was that you probably missed. But it's worth checking out. But the biggest takeaway here from the earnings call was the compact car is going to be produced sometime in the second half of 2025, so next year. And Elon did say near the end of it. And the bot first shipment is going to be in 2025 as well. Now, my theory is that they're going to be shipping these bots, prototype bots, pilot production bots to the Gigafactory in Mexico, because they did mention about having some parts of robots, some parts of humans. So that's going to be very interesting what that's going to be. But the stock did dip 15-16%, but look who bought. Obviously I bought. If you guys are following me on X, I bought a lot of shares and I am planning to buy more this week. I'm pretty excited for that. But ARK also bought the dip, about $65 million worth in the last 2 days. I guess they couldn't say no either. Moving on to the Cybertruck, and the Cybertruck has made its way to China for showcasing it around the country, and look at the buzz. The halo effect for sure is happening here. I can already imagine Chinese customers going onto the Tesla website or the app or whatever and looking at other models, 3Y, and learning more about EVs and such. So that was a crazy sheesh moment. And as well as the Cybertruck is not going to be sold in China because they don't do pickups. But long time ago, which was in Tesla Investor Day last year, Tom Zhu said that they're looking to have a special vehicle just for the Chinese market. Could it be something similar to the Cybertruck but smaller and not a truck? That is something to think about. Tesla Semi. Guys, we should not be sleeping on Tesla Semi because I do think later this year there's going to be some interesting things happening. First off, shout out to Tesla Boomer Mama, 86 job posting Tesla has put out for the Tesla Semi. At the same time, Giga Nevada has been breaking ground where they make 4680 batteries as well as more Tesla Semis on scale. So when you put 2 and 2 together, it looks like it's going to be inevitable that sometime during this year, we're going to be seeing the start, I guess you could say, of mass production of the Semi. So that's something to look forward to, and that's something that I'm really going to look forward to. And as well as, shout out to CNN. Shout out to CNN because they were talking about the Semi truck, pretty much giving them a free advertisement in this video over here. And according to Amanda, who was speaking here, said that there's 500 miles on a single charge. So when there's 2 drivers and 1 truck, that's almost 1,100 miles driven daily. And just the amount of views that this is going to get because of CNN, this is pretty much free advertisement. So Tesla's really good in getting these free advertisements, man. There's no other legacy automaker or even EV company that's getting these free advertisements. It's just Tesla, which is absolutely insane. What else is insane is the CEO of Toyota comes out and says that EV will only reach 30% of total automotive market share. And I'm reading this and I'm just like, you do know that China is pretty much at the 30% and EVs are roaring there. I don't think they're going to be stopping at 30%. But I replied to this on X. If you guys aren't following me on X, and I don't know what you guys are doing, but I replied to this saying that, tell me you want to bankrupt Toyota without telling me you want to bankrupt Toyota. Because the future is EVs. I don't care what anybody says. The data shows it. It's there. The metrics are there. The numbers are there. The future is EVs. Now, whether it's going to take 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, whatever, the future is EVs. And if you bet against that, I don't know, man. I don't know that's going to be a good idea. Moving on to Mexico, we've got a country manager for Tesla here, Teresa Gatarahi Smith, if I didn't butcher that name, but she is going to be the country manager for Tesla in Mexico. So things are starting there with Gigafactory Mexico, so that's very exciting. Apple. I don't even know why they're even trying this. I think they're just wasting money on R&D, but they just delayed their EV from 2026 to 2028. And it's just like, you've been working on this for 13 years, 14 years, 12 years, somewhere around there. And it shouldn't take this long for a tech company like Apple. But then again, Apple is not into the cars. I mean, it's not easy to make EVs. Prototypes are easy, production is hard. And I guess for them making a prototype, that's even hard. I don't know. If I was Apple, I wouldn't really go towards the EV market because it's just a whole different ball game. I would just stay within my tech and get innovative there because they haven't been innovative in a long time. So Apple, man, I would say just stop with the EVs. I mean, by 2028, Tesla's gonna probably be selling almost 7 to 8 million EVs globally. So I don't know. That's what you're going to do, Apple. That's what you're going to do. Model 3 refresh is in high demand. Crazy demand, actually. The time just got pushed back even more to March, April, from February to March, just recently, which is just insane. Here's the thing, guys. I'm in Kuwait, and I am sold of the Model 3 refresh. Problem is, I can't get it here, unfortunately. And come on, Tesla. If you guys are watching this, please come to Kuwait. Please come to Kuwait. Just yesterday I saw a Model 3 and the day before that I saw a Model X. People are coming here. People are importing the vehicle. Just come here, dude, come on. I really want my next vehicle to be a Tesla. Come on. Speaking of the Model 3, the Model Y is officially the best-selling vehicle of 2023, beating the RAV4 and the Corolla. If that is not a sheesh moment, the freaking car is double the price of a Corolla, and it's just the best-selling vehicle, not best-selling EV, best-selling vehicle in the world. Imagine when the compact car comes out. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting time. Moving on to Ron Barron's son, which is David Barron. He believes that Tesla stock will be worth around $1,200 per share by 2030. But Ron Barron himself is saying it could be worth $1,500. And my prediction is by 2030, my base case $1,500, my bull case is upwards of $2,000, and ARC by 2027 is $2,000. So I think it's realistic to be between the thousands in 2030, unless Robotaxi and FSD come and they slap us in the face like surprise, mother effer. Well, then maybe I can see over 2,000 there. But again, we're human beings. We can't see exponential growth like that. So that's why we're staying conservative and staying around these. And that is a good number. Like if Tesla stock is $1,200 by 2030, that's about a 7 to 8x from now, a sheesh moment. And that's pretty much all the major news, guys. There were some minor news, like for example, Ford and GM vehicles will gain access to more than 12,000 Tesla superchargers in North America. So Tesla will benefit from their services here, and the acceleration to sustainable energy is going to be more accelerated now. The bot progressing like crazy. Check out the picture, September 22, and then March 2023, and then December 2023. Just look how different it looks, and even just in how it moves and what it does. It's just insane how fast these guys are going. Again, Tesla's saying that this first shipment 2025. I mean, Elon is saying, and of course, Elon time is always wrong. But I do think if that's what he means, it's 100% for the Gigafactory in Mexico. The other minor thing here, which is quite funny actually, is the Sweden union chair who wanted to drive Tesla out of Sweden steps down. I guess it didn't work out for him. And we also got the plant sizes here, which is, I mean, it's not much of a news, but just look at the potential of what Tesla is. Look at all the other lands and look at Shanghai size. Shanghai, they're doing 1 million production a year with that small size. Imagine Mexico, imagine Texas. Just look at the other ones. Look at Nevada. Like, this is why I think Tesla will eventually hit 20 million vehicles, but not by 2030. Maybe mid 2030s for sure, but I do believe they will actually do it. I mean, just look at the amount of land and the efficiency. Again, Shanghai, it's that small, and they're doing 1 million. So I wouldn't bet against Tesla, man. Long term, I wouldn't bet against Tesla. But that is all the news for week 4, which is pretty much almost all of January. We have 3 more days until then, but that's going to be covered in week 5. So that was a very interesting week, especially with the Q4 and the version 12. Those are the main things that I'm really interested to see what Q1 of 2024 is going to look like, and how version 12 is going to be rolling out, because version 12 seems to be a catalyst, and if it's really smooth across all 400,000 North American FSD customers, then there's no reason why Tesla won't make it beta anymore, and that's extremely bullish for Tesla. Extremely bullish for Tesla. That is insane. There was also another news that apparently that in Europe next year, we're going to be seeing FSD beta there. But that's rumors. I don't want to bring this up now, but there is some talks going for that as well. But that was week 4, guys. That was week 4. Can we please get 550 likes? I would really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. And if you guys are woojacking, if you guys know woojack, then you guys know this reference about Tesla stock, because Tesla is down like 15% since earnings. Well, how low can it go? Here's my prediction. Obviously, not financial advice, just my thoughts and how low it's gonna go and what my plan is. So check it out here. You all won't be disappointed. Guys, get your I bought the dip t-shirt, because guys, I am buying this dip. Are you? Comment down below. Subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.